Welcome to the Personal Improvement Now podcast, where we focus on personal growth and a better quality of life. For the next few months, our podcast episodes published on Wednesdays will include readings from Maestro Circea's ebook titled Time Management, a Guide for Lifetime Success, and go deeper into building time management skills towards a better life. Are you ready? Let's begin.
Welcome to the Personal Improvement Now podcast. In today's episode, we will focus on Maestro Circea's ebook titled Time Management, a Guide to Lifetime Success, and go deeper into building time management skills for a better quality of life. Today, we examine Chapter 2, The Power of Planning, with sub-chapters, The Magic of TODO Lists and Realistic Timelines, a Balancing ACT. Are you ready? Let's begin. Chapter 2, The Art of Daily Planning. Magic of TODO Lists. Power of the pen, unleashing clarity through to-do lists. As I sit here, staring at the blank page before me, I can't help but reflect on the curious role of to-do lists in my life. It's amazing how a simple collection of scribbled tasks can transform the chaotic swirl of thoughts in my mind into a sense of ordered clarity. These humble lists have become my trusty companions, guiding me through the maze of daily responsibilities and ambitious goals. I remember a time when my mind was a veritable whirlwind of ideas, reminders, and half-baked plans, all jostling for attention. It was like trying to navigate a dense forest, constantly stumbling over unseen roots and branches. But then, I discovered the transformative power of the written to-do list. It was as if I had suddenly been gifted a map, a compass, and a sturdy walking stick, the tools I needed to forge a clear path through the undergrowth of my own mind. The act of putting pen to paper and transcribing those fleeting thoughts onto a physical list is nothing short of magical. It's as if the very process of writing them down grants them a tangible, almost palpable existence. No longer are they mere wisps of mental fog, but concrete objectives waiting to be conquered. And the sense of control and accomplishment that comes from methodically crossing off each item is truly invigorating. Of course, the to-do list is not a one-size-fits-all solution. Different people thrive with different approaches, and that's where the true beauty of this tool lies. From the classic handwritten list to the sleek digital to-do apps, there's a method to suit every individual's workflow and preferences. For me, there's something deeply satisfying about the tactile experience of scribbling in a notebook, the soft scratch of the pen against the paper serving as a soothing rhythm to my productivity. But I've also experimented with various digital to-do list apps, each with their own unique features and organizational styles. Some prioritize simplicity, allowing me to quickly jot down tasks and check them off with a satisfying tap. Others offer more advanced functionalities, like the ability to set deadlines, categorize items, and even collaborate with others. It's been a journey of discovery, finding the right balance between the tangible appeal of pen and paper and the convenience and versatility of digital tools. What fascinates me most, though, is the way these to-do lists have become integral to my personal growth and self-accountability. When I meticulously plan out my tasks and commitments, I can't help but feel a sense of responsibility and ownership over their completion. There's an undeniable satisfaction in crossing off each item, a tangible sense of progress and accomplishment that fuels my motivation to keep moving forward. And it's not just about the tasks themselves, or the very act of creating and maintaining these lists has become a form of self-reflection. As I review my daily or weekly to-dos, I can't help but gain insights into my priorities, my time management skills, and even my own thought patterns. It's a window into the inner workings of my mind, a chance to identify areas for improvement and make strategic adjustments. But perhaps the most remarkable aspect of the to-do list is its ability to transform the seemingly insurmountable into the eminently achievable. When faced with a daunting array of responsibilities and obligations, it's easy to feel overwhelmed, like the weight of it all is crushing down on me. But by breaking it down into a structured list of manageable tasks, the path forward suddenly becomes clear. It's as if the chaos has been distilled into a series of purposeful, actionable steps, a roadmap to navigating the challenges that lie ahead. And that's the true magic of the to-do list, the way it can turn the abstract into the concrete, the overwhelming into the empowering. It's a tool that not only helps me stay organized and productive, but also serves as a powerful catalyst for personal growth and self-discovery. As I continue to explore the many facets of this humble yet transformative practice, I can't help but feel a sense of wonder and gratitude for the clarity and direction it has brought into my life. So, whether you're a seasoned to-do list aficionado or a newcomer to this transformative practice, I encourage you to embrace the power of the pen and the magic of the written word. Unleash the clarity and control that these lists can bring, and watch as the chaos of your mind gives way to a sense of ordered purpose. After all, the true power of the to-do list lies not just in its practical applications, but in its ability to reshape the very way we approach and navigate the complexities of our lives. Realistic timelines, a balancing act. As a writer, I've learned that setting realistic timelines is an art form in itself. It's a delicate balance between pushing the boundaries of what's possible and being pragmatic about the constraints we face. In my experience, rushing headlong into an overly ambitious timeline can often lead to frustration, burnout, and subpar results. But on the flip side, playing it too safe can stifle our creativity and limit our potential. One case study that really drives this point home for me is the story of my latest novel, The Weaver's Lament. I had grand ambitions for this project, to weave a sweeping tale of love, loss, and redemption that would captivate readers from the first page to the last. But as I sat down to map out the timeline, I found myself paralyzed by the sheer vastness of the undertaking. At first, I tried to be brutally efficient, setting an unrealistic deadline of just 6 months to complete the first draft. I was determined to push myself to the limit, convinced that I could produce a masterpiece in record time. But as the weeks ticked by, the pressure mounted, and I found myself struggling to keep up with the breakneck pace. The words wouldn't flow as easily, and the characters felt flat and lifeless on the page. Frustrated and on the verge of burnout, I finally had to take a step back and reevaluate my approach. I realized that I had set the bar too high, driven by a desire to prove my worth rather than a genuine commitment to the creative process. So, I took a deep breath and reevaluated the timeline, this time with a more measured and realistic perspective. Instead of 6 months, I allotted myself a full year to complete the first draft. I broke the project down into manageable chunks, setting smaller, achievable deadlines for each chapter and plot point. And I made sure to build in regular breaks and time for reflection, allowing my mind to wander and my creativity to flourish. The results were remarkable. With the pressure off, I found myself more engaged and inspired than ever before. The characters came to life on the page, and the story unfolded in ways I hadn't anticipated. By the time I reached the end of the first draft, I was thrilled with what I had created, a rich, nuanced tale that I knew would resonate with readers. Of course, the process wasn't without its challenges. There were still moments of self-doubt and frustration, times when I wondered if I would ever finish. But by staying grounded in a realistic timeline and pacing myself accordingly, I was able to overcome those obstacles and emerge stronger on the other side. Looking back, I realized that the key to setting effective timelines lies in finding the right balance between ambition and realism. It's about pushing ourselves to grow and evolve as writers, while also respecting the limitations of our time, energy, and resources. It's about being honest with ourselves about what we can realistically accomplish, and then channeling that self-awareness into a plan of action that allows us to thrive. In the end, that's what The Weaver's Lament taught me, that the true measure of success isn't how quickly we can produce our work, but rather the quality and depth of what we create. By taking a more measured and thoughtful approach to my timeline, I was able to craft a novel that I'm truly proud of, one that I know will resonate with readers for years to come. And that, to me, is the ultimate reward.
Thank you for being part of today's Personal Improvement Now podcast. As we work towards personal growth, we also contribute positively to our communities by inspiring those around us to pursue their own journeys of improvement. Ultimately, prioritizing personal development now lays the groundwork for a more resilient society, capable of overcoming future obstacles together. You are invited to visit our official website at www.sersea.space. We also have an inspirational YouTube channel with hundreds of motivational videos at www.bit.ly/personal-improvement-now.